Okay, this is Battle Beasts. I'm Anthony, I'm back, and anyway, you see that alright? Yeah, this is Pirate Lion. He's number 1, Battle Beast. Now the thing about Battle Beast is, I remember as a kid being told the king of beasts is the lion. But in the world of Battle Beast, it's debatable who the king of beasts are. They keep fighting amongst themselves over supremacy, over who should be king of the hill. Even so, in spite of what I've just said, number 1 is the lion. So I guess they thought, yeah, because he's king of the beast well, a lot of people like to think of the lion as king of the beast. This is Pirate Lion. As far as I know in the comics, I don't recall him ever going at sea, being a pirate, but no, they call him that because of the patch over one eye. And yeah, I'm just going to put my thumb on his badge here, see if it will make the emblem appear. On the packet, on the instructions, it says rub the symbol to make wood, fire, or water appear. But I disagree with that, because many times I lost the badges, they came off from rubbing them too much. So can you see that? Well, I don't know if you can see that, but that's fire, so his symbol is fire. And fire burns wood, so... Anyway, he is Pirate Lion number 1. I'm sorry I don't have the weapon, but it was a sword. And I guess they thought sword represents nobility, you know, man of honour, or beast of honour. Anyway, that's number 1. Number 2 here is Deerstalker. Not to be confused with the Deerstalker hat. Or there was a Battle Beast vehicle called Deerstalker, which I thought was a bit silly. You know, don't call it Deerstalker, call it something else, you know. And on the back it's written Hasbro 86, aka Takara. And number 2 on one of his legs, because each one, his number is on his armour somewhere, so that's number 2 there. And his number is also on his weapon, there. I always put the number on the weapon as well as on the beast itself. And I presume this was because, in case all the weapons got mixed up, so if you couldn't remember which one went with which, you didn't need to remember, because it says so on the weapon. His weapon is some sort of boomerang, which was also a saw. I suppose because he's like a woodland creature, he represents sawing wood. Deerstalker. And most Battle Beasts, if they had a hand sliced off, they'd have a weapon grafted in. He has a power drill. Okay, so that's a pretty lethal weapon, you know. In the comic, I don't think he actually used it to attack, that would be too violent for children, but he did use it to open a treasure chest, because they couldn't find the key, so he drilled it open. And he wears shades, or are these infrared? I don't know, but anyway, he's Deerstalker. And as I recall in the comic, he was like a bit of an inventor. He was good at customising vehicles. And that's number 2. Number 3, Ferocious Tiger. As his name suggests, he is very vicious, aggressive, mean, nasty. He's not baring his teeth on the toy, so not very ferocious there, but that's his name, Ferocious Tiger, with his double-ended mace. And this apparently fires missiles in the comic. Well, I didn't have all the comics. So. And the other thing is he has stripes, but as you can see, his stripes are yellow. They're the same colour as the rest of his fur. Now, I remember thinking, that's not right, a tiger should have black stripes. But I thought, well, this isn't an ordinary tiger, is it? This is a tiger from the planet Beast, in another part of the galaxy, so he's an alien tiger. Then we have Colonel Bird, an eagle, and the eagle can fly higher than any other bird, so I guess that's why it's appropriate he's Colonel Bird. Unfortunately, I don't have his weapon, and his badge is not there at all. The whole thing's disappeared, even the sticky bit that the badge goes on is gone, so yes, as I said before, the badges were easily lost, and the weapons were easily lost. But here, on his back, number 4 on him, so if you find a Battle Beast with number 4, it's number 4. He has like these claw things on the end of his armour. And at first I thought they were part of his body, but then it was, no, they're added on. And I guess it's a crude representation of the talons of an eagle, yeah. Because he doesn't have very good curved claws on his feet or hands, so yeah, he has them on either hand instead. That's Colonel Bird, who flies a heck of a lot in the comics. Next we have Killer Carp. His badge is missing, but the cardboard, whatever that is, thing that it sticks onto is still there. That's still intact. So, not completely gone. Here's his weapon, which roughly resembles like an anchor or something. Is it a harpoon or an anchor? I don't know. And his armour is mainly coloured pink. Now, there was a variation. There was another Killer Carp, the same mould and everything, but he had like a navy blue turquoise colour instead. And I didn't notice this at first, because I'm a little bit colourblind, so I didn't notice straight up. But this one, Killer Carp, He was the first battle beast I got. Well, they came in sets of 2, so really these 2 were the first I got. But anyway, he's number 5, and I simply called him Fishface. That was the most imaginative name I could think of, because the battle beast names were not written in the cards. So the only way you could know their names is if you got the stickers or the posters or read the comic. But because there was no reference at all, you couldn't know what they were called unless you did that. So I just made a name up. Here's the snake, triple fret snake. His hands, the heads of snakes, so he uses them to hold his weapon. He has his badge, his weapon, if I can make his badge appear. And I read something on the internet, a website thing about Battle Beast. His hands, although they look like he has 3 heads, they're not heads at all. Maybe they used to be, but they're not anymore, they're just hands. So although they resemble heads, he just uses them as hands. In other words, he has 3 mouths, but only one of them can be used for eating. No, the others are just now simply hands. And can you see his symbol there? Well, I can see it's wood, but there he has the symbol of wood. Very hard to see, I need better lighting or something. And here he has, I don't know, these like 2 machine guns on his shoulders or something. Do they fire bits of wood or fire lasers? I don't know, it's never specified, so you just have to figure it out. Pretty cool axe here, like a pole. You can use it as a spear if you hold it at that sharp bit there as well. And as you may imagine, being a snake, in the comic he was very sneaky and two-faced. Yes, he is triple fret snake. Next we have Horny Toad. Please don't laugh. The word horny has several different meanings. In this case, the word horny means rough skin, because his body is covered in warts. Yes, he's an out-and-out toad, yes. And he has metal horns grafted onto his body like that, so a deadly weapon. A sharp spike with little spikes on it, as a deadly weapon. Because as I said before, Battle Beast, yes, a lot of them would lose a hand in a fight, so they'd have it grafted. I would have thought losing a hand would put you off fighting, but no, he carries on fighting, and that's a deadly weapon there. His weapon is symbolic because it's shaped like a toad's foot, and you could also use it as a paddle. I don't know if he was in a water vehicle or something. And yes, there we have him, Horny Toad. Always quite a mean grimace on his face, not a very happy character. No, there we go. And here we have Sledgehammer Elephant. As his name suggests, he has a sledgehammer in place of his left hand. And yes, he uses that as a deadly weapon. He would always draw it to attention. When he didn't use his sledgehammer to hit people, he'd use it to smash a hole in a wall, make his way free. It's like some sort of strange sword-like thing with spikes on the end here. And yes, huge head, memory of an elephant. And Takara and Hasbro written there. Number 8 written on his head there. And I thought Sledgehammer Elephant was great. Pure titan of brute strength. But sometimes I call him Sledgy for short. Just meant it affectionately. Sledgehammer Elephant. He is blue, not grey. But as I was saying before, sometimes they take liberties of animal colours. So even though there's no blue elephants, this one's blue. They never did any pink elephants, but they did a blue elephant. Here he is, pure fighting machine, Sledgehammer Elephant.